Next up, I'd like to invite Agnes to join me on stage. So Garnett, all you have to do is stop your screen share and click mic off, camera off. Perfect. Excellent. So Agnes, stand by. I'm going to grant you access to come on with me right now. And Agnes is going to tell us about her solution, Kinderdrop. And Agnes is also one of the entrepreneurs that is part of the Women in Cloud ecosystem and was a recent graduate. So we're excited to have her with us today. Agnes, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Excellent. We're excited to have you. So go ahead and take it away, Agnes.
All righty, let me find my slides. So, really empowered by today's talk. I actually have an engineering background. So I was one of those engineers, undergrad, that rolled out of bed in my pajamas and went to school because I didn't think we need to self-promote. We didn't need to, pat ourselves in the back. My good work speak for itself. People will see through it, and I'll get my promotions or whatnot, and I'll stand out in class. But obviously, that's not the case. So kudos. I mean, great tips this morning. So thanks for the 5 minutes today. I want to show you my solution. It is a occupancy booking tool for licensed daycare. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So my name is Agnes. I'm a hockey mom to a 11-year-old boy. Serial entrepreneur. I started actually really back in the university day. I used to tutor, and then the demand got too big. So then I started a tutoring agency altogether, matching everybody up and dealing with curriculum. Post engineering school and business school, then I found my passion in management consulting. Soon after that, realizing that my specialty is in sales. So specializing in sales consultancy. And when I saw this daycare problem about, I would say, so now thinking back 8 years ago, that's when Kinderdrop was sort of that little bud and seed of idea came about. And it's not until about 2-ish years ago that I did something about it in terms of this particular startup. So it was really trying to solve my problem. From a priority standpoint, I really try to lead a healthy work-life balance schedule. But back to what the panel is saying, as moms, as wives, mentor business owners, we try to do it all, and really trying to find that balance in our workday, day to day. But this is where my story began with Kinderdrop. So my mom had to take care. I had a business meeting came up, and I have to find someone to take care of my kid. And my mom decided she can't do it that day. So I was scrambling, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Can I find a neighbor? Do I stay home? Can I ask my husband? You are trying to make it work. And that's sort of where the frustration come from. And I'm like, there's gotta be a better solution than what's out there right now in terms of trying to find childcare services that doesn't really quite jive now with today's parents. So when I look at renting a sales consultancy led me to run a business case on this. So I'm like, okay, there's 4 million households with stay-at-home relative childcare. What if the grandma can't take care of the little Bobby one day, and what if that babysitter can't take care of little Lindsay another day? What is my market value here, and what is the market sizing here? We did some research in 2018 to come up with, and we interview our target demographics to find that each parent or each guardians will use Kinderdrop once a month per kid per household. So I'm very quickly coming up with the numbers. That's a $1.67 billion business just on that use case. So we decided to do something about it back in 2018. Back to the point of why childcare is so hard to find in the city. I don't know about your city, but in general, our research in North America tells us that licensed daycare availabilities have capacity, not even counting the daycare desert area. So it is a scarce resource, and daycare availability is only sold by month. So if you think about the way that we consume childcare services versus how our work schedule is anymore, and or how parenting is right now, I think our existing childcare services, the way it's set up, the way that we buy childcare services is sort of out of date. Obviously, there's a lack of leading to a lack of flexibility addressing today's parenting need. And of course, the cost of daycare operations is on the rise for the daycares. So that's how we figured, you know what, there is definitely a use case here as we dig deeper into the solution. We thought, you know what, if travelers have Expedia and students have Udemy, why can't daycare and parents have Kinderdrop? Our solution is pretty simple. Think of us as the Yelp and the Airbnb in the licensed daycare world. We partner with childcare services that has availability. And you might ask, Agnes, how is it possible that they have availability if they're fully occupied? The answer is simple. There's actually a lot of childcare capacity in a daycare that goes to waste. There are part-timers into childcare services that they can resell the spots. There's also spots that save if it's the academic year is for an intake of 18 months starting September. So if the 18-month-old doesn't turn 18 months until November, there's actually capacity between September to November for that spot for that child, that's safe for that child. So we partner with the childcare licensed daycare, and we work in the parents community to see if we can work with them to find them a spot in our app. It is very self-explanatory. You go in there, you take a look at what's offered within your area. We have programs where every Thursday they have open house to visit the childcare, so they're not visiting the childcare for the first time. And we encourage parents to do all the registration during open house, but if they don't, the registration is also emailed to them so that all the paperwork is done prior to their first day. So the first day of drop off is nice and simple when they have to go on with their day. On the daycare side, it is a flexible platform allowing them to buy and sell inventory. Right now, the only one way to buy and sell inventory is that monthly, you come and do this. We're helping them sort of segment the inventory a little differently. And I always compare this, and I tell my daycare, think of it like chocolate bar. You go, you have these chocolate bar brought to the supermarket, and sometimes the corner is sort of broken. Does it mean that that piece of chocolate is no good? No, you just have to think about different way of selling that piece of chocolate. Administratively, we're trying to make it as simple as possible. As soon as we are able to get to the market fit that we need and validate it, we're actually already talking to some of the childcare services, asking them what other admin tool they use in the background and how can we integrate those with those admin tools so that it becomes a seamless operation for them working with Kinderdrop. Also, we believe this is also a good way for daycare to reach new market, as not all parents require full-time childcare services anymore. How can you reach the part-time more effectively or a wider market more effectively? And like I mentioned, think of us as a Yelp or even Groupon of the world. So, you know, it's a new marketing avenue for us, for the childcare as well, to be amongst other childcare in the area, and then leverage the power of social to get additional traction from a marketing standpoint, because we know those are the pain point in the daycare side, because daycare operator tends to just know how to service the child. They are not marketing expert, nor they sales expert or admin experts. The
Agnes,
revenue model.
thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. I know for me, this already sounds really, really awesome. And I know that people are going to be very interested to learn more details about Kinderdrop. So I want to really, wow, even thinking of that idea. So awesome. So I know everyone, I want to let you know that Agnes will be available to connect with her more in the lounge experience. So let's go ahead and get over to the time where we can actually all connect with each other and network. So thanks again, Agnes, for a fantastic presentation. Just go ahead and click mic off, camera off.